Hey, how's it going, Scorpio? It's Robin here with Aries Fire Tarot. Thanks for joining me today. So I'm getting ready to do mid-month reads, you guys. And for the mid-month reading, I used the Starman Tarot card deck. And this is a deck that was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. So his face is going to appear in some of the cards for you, which I find is like super cool. So anyway, and I'm going to use the Star Guide Tarot card spread along with the Starman deck, and it's just a beautiful reading and very insightful, and sort of exposes what's underneath the surface that you might not be recognizing. So this is going to really help you kind of on your soul and karmic journey. So I hope you enjoy the read. And I hope you find what you came here looking for, as far as, you know, that one particular piece of information that's going to resonate for you. And, you know, definitely let me know in the comments what is your favorite card that pops up. And remember to subscribe to the channel, especially if you feel like you'd like continued guidance through tarot. So let me do one more quick shuffle, and then we'll do a deck cut, and we'll have a look at what's going on with your present situation for you, Scorpio. This is really fascinating. So out of all the reads I've done so far, I think this one is the most zen, because I've pulled the Four of Swords for you for your present situation. So, and I've seen in a couple of your past readings that things could be a little bit intense, like maybe somebody's taking advantage of you, or the situation is just not working the way that you want it to. But with the Four of Swords, it's like you've reached this moment of, I'm getting this phrase like intergalactic oneness. Like you really just like, okay, well, this is the way it is right now, and you know, I'm just gonna basically ride it out and see what happens. I've tried everything in my wheelhouse possible to change the situation, but you know, recognizing that sometimes you have no power over external forces, and the only thing you can do is look to yourself and what's going on internally, and sort of moving along with that, you know, and just like going, okay, well, I can accept what's going on. I may not like it, but I'm going to accept it and sit back and just breathe. So this is a really great card, that your present situation is going, okay, well, I've got all this sort of garbage going on around me, but I'm just going to, again, relax and breathe. So great card. So any cause of conflict here for you? You've got the Judgment card, and this is always a cause of conflict. You know, there could be somebody judging you for what you're doing right now, or you could be judging someone else. But when you've got the Four of Swords here, it's like you're probably stepping back and releasing judgment of others, because you realize it's just not good for you. It's not healthy. Stirs up all these like really negative emotions. You'll notice that you might be feeling sick to your stomach if you're judging someone else and kind of looking down your nose. And maybe you're not aware of it, that the correlation between feeling angry or judging someone else, what it does to your own body. But you could definitely be aware of what it's like to absorb judgment from other people, and how that can make you really squirm and feel uncomfortable, and maybe try to meet somebody on their own standard, which is not what you're here to do. You're here to meet your own standards. So really being able to deflect what is going on around you and what other people think of you is probably going to come into play. So let's look at the third card here. Changes needed in order to face these challenges. So you've got the Two of Wands here. So you are definitely being reminded that you're on your own journey. And there's David Bowie's face in the background. He seems to be coming in as sort of like a ghostly reminder to you with the Two of Wands that this is your journey. You were put here to walk your own path, and the judgment of others, it shouldn't deter you, and it really shouldn't make you feel any sort of way. You know, you can take the news without the weather. You can just sort of listen to it. You don't have to react to what other people are saying. It's the reaction to things that really gets you going. It gets your blood boiling, like it raises your blood pressure. Like I said before, it could make you feel really sick to your stomach. And so just being zen, understanding that it's your journey and it's your option to believe other people and what they say. The golden rule is that you don't have to believe what other people say about you. there's this phrase, it's like, what other people say about me is none of my business. And if you can get to that point where it doesn't bother you anymore, where this judgment doesn't sink in and affect you, your life will change, because you're like, okay, that's cool, thanks, and then you'll move on, right? So let's see what your strengths are right now. There's something huge happening for you right now, Scorpio, because I pulled the Sacred Clown. So if you're not familiar with this deck, the Sacred Clown is the equivalent of the Fool. And this is showing where you're able to start fresh and start over again. And then you've got the Two of Wands here. When you combine that with the Fool, like, you're really, something new is starting for you. It's almost like you're leveling up and you're able to sort of move into a higher dimension of yourself here, you know? And especially with this Zen Master card, there's something really going on. Like, it's like, I know a lot of people play video games. Like, I'm not a gamer or anything like that, but it's almost like you've reached a level and you've conquered all these, what do they call them? I don't know, monsters? I don't know. Anyway, you know, and you've gotten through all these levels and you're just starting again. You're at this new level where you feel so much strength right now coming in. And this guy is so like swish, you know, in the Sacred Clown, where he's like, yeah, I got this, you know, I might not have a shirt on my back, but I'm ready to walk a new path. So this is what I'm seeing coming in for you with the spring, at least where I live in Canada, except that we got like 25 meters, imagine that, centimeters of snow. So anyway, your other challenges, guys, so we've got the High Priestess card. So that she's a really wild energy, I find, especially in this deck, the Starman Tarot deck. So, I mean, you're gonna have to balance, and I almost got the word battle, like your wild child and your Zen master. So getting both those sides of you to work in harmony could be the biggest battle that you've ever had, you know, because sometimes you're going to be tempted to rise up against other people, which is the biggest waste of your time. You know, it's like those people that go online and they get into comment battles with other people, other posters, and I'm like, I don't even know why. Like, you can continue to scroll. So you can continue to scroll past things that don't serve you in this life also. And your wild child is going to rise up and probably think that you might be leading a bit more of a boring life. And it's not boring, it's not safe, it's calm. You know, there's a difference between that. You can still have a really exciting life and remain calm and not get entangled in other people's nonsense. So let's see your outcome here. Really beautiful card for you. You've got the Nine of Cups, so you're heading towards your ultimate happiness here with this great big shiny gong in the background, and it's just emanating this golden, luxurious peace, you know, and having all these upright cups around you. So I'm just seeing this time where you're entering, it's like this plateau of warmth and generosity and happiness. And I really see that this is going to be an ultimate reward for you guys, because I've seen in your readings like 6 months to a year now that there's like this real intensity going on, these battles with other people and being at odds, and like maybe possibly hating your employer, and maybe you're getting a new job, or maybe you're finally getting together with a romantic partner that understands you, so you don't have to translate your soul to somebody all the time and constantly getting frustrated and like, why are you so dumb that you can't understand me, and like, what's with my boss, like what's up my boss's butt, you know, and just really coming into something where you feel like you can relax back and say, I'm so finally excited about my life, but I'm also in a place where I'm very calm about it, you know, and I fought a good fight to get here, and now I'm just gonna sit back and kind of be on a I was gonna say life raft, but you know, those floaties that you can just kind of, you can float and just like really be serene and relax, and you have a really beautiful calm time coming up here. And if you're still sort of in that battle mode, just keep on going, because you're just about ready to level up. And what you've been fighting for this whole struggle is that so you can just relax and breathe. So really interesting reading for you guys. So keep it up if you're not quite there yet, and just look forward to this Nine of Cups energy where you're like, I deserve this. I deserve to be at peace. So just keep that in mind, you guys. If you're still struggling right now, the struggle's for a reason. And just your best friend right now is going to be releasing judgment against others and not letting other people's judgments affect you. So, guys, take care of yourselves. Okay, bye for now.